is underway.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure. And they will start at the 40. On first down, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Number 26.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah,
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run to Singletary. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Singletary. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. To the air, Allen. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Finding room at the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On second down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
4 yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 38.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 30 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Buffalo.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Left side, a completion to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The kick is.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Singletary. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Jordan Evans.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Allen's pass.
A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's just across midfield and down. 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
7 yards, the pick up there.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Bengals, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. So for Charles Davis and our entire... Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.